Well, we're in our new hotel room, and this is it. And if anybody says it's like a little box, they say welcome to the hotel. Welcome to the world of cheap hotel rooms.
Yeah, but we got a little ref here. And
Yeah,
we got beer.
this is quite nice. It's look at that. What? I don't think so, honey.
I think so,
I
there.
don't think so.
That. Can I drink this? I'm sure this is expensive, so I just prefer
Yeah,
to stay
it'll be
there.
top price.
Yeah.
We'll get our own stuff and put it in. But it's a nice room, and I'm going to take you a walk around. Haven't had a walk around myself, so this will be new for all of us. So we have a little balcony and a table. Well, it's not the nice, solid, incredibly heavy table that we had at the last place, but it does look nice. Ah, there's a pool. Ah, it's quite a fair-sized pool. I thought it was small, but it looks like a fair-sized pool. So this is a well-thought-out hotel. You can see these are all the chalets, the rooms, and everything is uniform. It's all been done to a plan, and not 5 million stairs. It is very nice. There's the pool. Yeah. It's got some ladies in it, sounds like. Hey, very nice. Little kids all in one. Okay. Another way to the pool. There seems to be quite an interest in guitars, or at least in string instruments here, because of this motif into the concrete. And I noticed it's a parking area for motorcycles. Motorcycle rental. Hi. This is the reception. It's called the Blue Lagoon.
No, we don't need it. I just need you to
pretty ladies. So this is all geared up like the same place where we were for the local tours. I don't know what this is all about. Maybe there's a band. And as I was saying, there's a whole collection of guitars up there. There's a kitchen. Actually, looks like there's another library. I remember this at the last place. There was a small library, and even in Squido's there was a whole rack that you could go and take out some magazines. So must have quite a... Ah, there's a bar there. And I think that probably goes out to the pool. Yes, it does. So if you're at the pool, you can come in and you can get a drink, take it back out to the pool, or be here. Map of the Philippines. And that's where we live. And that's where we are. See what I mean? What I was saying about it doesn't show all of the islands, right? In that one place, El Nido. Where's El Nido? El Nido was about six hours drive from. Let's see, maybe that's it there. I don't have my glasses. Ah, here we are. El Nido. So when we were in El Nido, when we did our tours, we were taken all around these islands. Where are we right now? Puerto Princesa. Can't see it. Ah, Puerto Princesa. And so that was quite a drive from there, all the way up to El Nido. It was quite a drive. Actually, maybe we should be looking at this side for the number of islands. When we were there, I was told 45 islands, all grouped around El Nido. Now this gives you an idea. If you haven't looked, what we're looking at now is the largest of the land masses, which is Mindanao. Now I get people who are messaging me and saying that they're living in Mindanao, and yet if you just listen to the press, all of the mass media, Mindanao is this terrible place that is just riddled with Muslim insurgents. Now, you must have heard of our new president, relatively new president, Mr. Duterte, and Davao is the city. There's the city there. Now, Davao was where the president was mayor for, I think somebody will correct me on this, he was mayor for about 20 years. He wasn't afraid to walk the streets. He rode his motorcycle in the streets back and forth to his office. He was a man of the people when he was there. Say what you like about him, and I'm sure that there will be people that have a different view, but he did what he did, and he's doing what he's doing now. Now, when we came, at one point, one of our adventures that we took was up into Quezon, right? So, where are we looking for Manila? I was up in Pampanga. So I was up in Pampanga, and I came all the way down. We drove an old Volkswagen all the way down. I think that we went to either here or we hooked around and went down to take a ferry here. We took a ferry, and that ferry took us over, I think, into Samar, and we came all of this way down. We came to Leyte, right down to the tip here, and then we took a ferry, if I remember rightly, we took a ferry to Tagbilaran. We took a ferry to Ubay. I could be wrong. And that was quite an adventure, all of that way, all with a creaking old 1970s with an old 1970s Volkswagen Beetle right up into Pampanga, San Fernando City, and around here if I had my glasses on, is Angeles City, not Angeles, Angeles, soft G. And so we came all the way down, up and around, and down here, right down. We went over to Samar, had quite an adventure in Samar, all that way down there, and right down into Leyte, and then from Leyte we went across to Bohol. And during that whole trip, that VW had what Beth would call a cranky clutch cable, which meant that my gear changes, nothing to do with my skill or lack of it, my gear changes could be heard from miles away. The transmission is still intact, of course, and I think we've had a new cable put on, but nothing is ever standard here. You can't go into a dealership here and say I need a clutch cable for a 1970s VW. They say, do you have a sample? So you take the clutch cable out, you take it along there, you lay it out on the ground or you lay it out on the counter, and you find something that is as close as it can be. So here we are, a couple of people there, and just to lay something at rest. See, that man doesn't have his shirt on. It's hot. It's the Philippines. People are on vacation. Gosh, I wish I had $1 for everyone who made a comment about our friend without his shirt. Maybe the most honest, candid comment was made by one of our subscribers who said, you know, if he'd been a hunk, if he'd been some kind of bodybuilding guy with a great body, young, handsome, nobody would have said a damn thing. And apparently those who complained about our friend without his shirt actually never made any kind of a comment about the fact that he bought a stroller for that baby. He did a lot while he was here. He gave a lot, he helped a lot, and actually he was a good all-round guy. Forget the shirt. So we're back at the hotel room now. Back at the room.